the level of care and the love those caregivers have for my mother. And it is something that you can't fake. I would go see my mom. I could be sitting in a room with her. I could see another caregiver, maybe off in the dining room helping another resident, loving on them, hugging them, telling them how pretty they look. It may be older and smaller, but the care is just the most fabulous that I have seen anywhere. And I visited 14 facilities. Mom would not want to move down here, but I had to love her enough to move her whether she liked it or not. From 2015 until I moved her in the fall of 2019, I feel like every time the phone rang, I was afraid my mother had had a wreck, or that she had fallen. And when I finally got my mom here, I felt at peace finally, but it was a long journey. Where mom lives, it's very safe and they love her and they understand her. And so it's been a great move for her in my mind.
When we walked into Elmcroft, exactly like Patty said, the hugs, the loves, I swear it's the only thing that got my dad through COVID and me. Every time I went there, they were ruffling his hair or giving him a hug.
Everybody's been wonderful, and Peggy was a fortress. Thank God for Peggy. The folks in either independent living or assisted, they took care of me as well as my mom while I was there. So, hats off.
For Mother's Day weekend, we got to take my mom out for the first time. That was not a doctor's visit. And it was amazing. It was just wonderful. One of the things that just really warms my heart is that whenever my mom, we'd bring her back from a doctor's visit or what have you, and someone would come out from memory care to greet her in the lobby and take her back, my mom would say, "Oh, there's my friend so-and-so." And it's because the people that work there treat the residents as friends. And it's just the best thing ever.
At least with my experience, there's been a core group of caregivers that have been there with her from day one. And I mean, just a very, very deep bond has developed between my mom and these ladies and men. Like even the guy that like does the maintenance, you know, she has a great relationship with the guy that does the maintenance. You know, if she can't get her TV remote to work, he'll come in and somehow magically fix it. So yeah, it's been great in that regard.
I have seen improvement because my dad used to weep when we first started those portal calls back in the middle of the pandemic because he didn't understand where he was. He didn't understand because of his dementia. He didn't understand why no one was visiting. He didn't understand why he didn't see anybody and from his family. But my dad's gone from weeping on those portal calls to laughing on those portal calls, and we can see each other and we can interact and crack jokes. And today, right before this meeting, one of his caregivers came in to set up the phone for us to talk, and she gave my dad a kiss on the head and called him her sweetheart. And I got to tell you, that did my daughter's heart really good to see that someone not only facilitates those calls, but someone who really cares about my dad and actually loves him. Was so good to see.
I thank God every day for the care that my mom is receiving, because my sister and I, neither one of us are medical professionals. We don't know what to expect beyond what my mom's doctors tell us during the visits, and you know, when the nurse practitioner will call and fill us in. But to know that there are people who do know what to expect and do know what to implement that could be helpful, that's a game changer, because it could have very well been the end of my mom's life. And instead, she's vibrant. She still wants to see people and socialize and live her best life. And I love that.
One of the greatest benefits of having my parents in Elmcroft was really the level of medical attention that they got. You know, when they were living on their own, you know, my dad was scheduling all the doctor's appointments. He was trying to get my mom out to all these different appointments and medical visits. And when they went into Elmscroft, everything is there for them. They helped us find a new primary care provider there. They are coming into the facility. They're doing the blood work in the facility, to the point about physical therapy. My mom has gone through physical therapy multiple times there at the facility. The only time I have to take my mom out for appointments is really just for dental and vision. Everything else is provided there in-house, and I just feel very, very thankful for that.
Just the peace that it brings me, because it is still hard. I mean, it's hard having a loved one anywhere. Dementia is hard, but having the help there and knowing I am not alone, I have such peace.